Welcome to the sand dunes of Cactus Beach. Recently, Mac and myself spent the holiday period with partners down in South Australia on a massive trip. I have a bunch of footage here for the bonus channel. On our way home, we went our different ways. Team Nambara actually went through the outback, while Team Toyota took the coastal route for Macca to go pick up the 60 series. There's a bunch of extra stuff here that didn't make it to the main channel. Let's get stuck into some of that now.
Action at the local Shell in Streaky Bay. This massive shark was caught on a handrail. 1.5 ton. Biggest shark ever caught on a handrail.
Before we go our different ways, just wanted to make sure Macca had his fuel lines under control. Let's get stuck into a bit of shed life. What's going on, Macca?
Oh, I didn't see that. I've had this leaking injector line for most of the trip, and it's just been a small drop every now and then, but now it's a really fast drop. Sand the olive down, some sandpaper, and then try and reseat it. Fingers crossed it seals again, otherwise I'm stuck in Streaky Bay till I can get another line.
Yeah, so this diesel leak been a bit of an issue all trip, but it's definitely gotten pretty bad, and there is diesel all under the vehicle, so time to fix it. Otherwise you'll probably need to fuel stop every hour.
Oh man. So that's the fuel rail, that's always at high pressure, and these are feed lines to each injector at fuel pressure, and then every now and then the injector opens and lets fuel in. So this is one of the 8 or 9 lines there is, 10 maybe. Kind of like a compression-y type fitting. Yeah, you're meant to replace them when you undo them. I've been told by our good friend Shane at ProCheck Automotive that if you're in trouble, you can sand them down, give them a light little rub, and they should seal again.
Maverick comes with a workbench.
Yeah, it comes with a very own mechanics workbench.
Oh, quick sand and back she goes. It's actually not as hard. I thought it was going to take a little longer than that.
Nah, it's pretty easy on mine in particular because I don't have a top mounting cooler. Can't really turn the spanner in there because that other line's in the way.
Could have picked an easier line to leak, mate.
Oh, I reckon. I imagine this is a reason why it's leaking.
How'd we go?
Moment of truth. Will the car explode? Dun, dun, dun.
Time to start the 26-hour journey back to Sunshine Coast. First little stop we've found is Pildappa Rock here. Not to be confused with Wave Rock over in West Australia. This is actually a different one, but looks pretty similar. Plan was to actually have a camp here. However, it was just so bloody hot, we decided to keep moving. So this was the last week it was going to be possible to camp in this exact position. End of an era for Pildappa Rock. You used to be able to camp right under it here. Of course, we decided to go to the top, check out the view. You can really get a good sense of how bloody remote you are here. And what do you know, more flat, long, straight highway to contend with. Actually, an hour or so before Broken Hill here, there was a horrible train accident. It seems to have hit a truck. It looks like a scene out of a movie. Absolutely crazy. I don't think I've seen something like this before in person. $5. We stayed the night in Broken Hill before the next morning checking out Silverton. This is a crazy little town from the 1800s. No roads, all dirt, and full of art galleries with funky art. Welcome to Silverton.
The original outback.
Original, so it's basically like a town from the 1800s. Pretty cool. It's like where Mad Max was filmed and a few other movies.
Content creator's dream.
Yeah, and it's pretty much like it was in the 1800s. No roads, nothing. It's super cool.
Donkey.
So we're just walking around exploring today. some donkeys walking around. I don't know if they're pets or what. But we're just going to spend some time walking around the town now and exploring the old buildings. I wasn't even aware we had a town like this in Australia. Very cool. That's like an art gallery.
Apparently this town is just, that's what it's full of, art galleries.
Ah, well, makes sense.
Art galleries, camels, donkeys. And
Donkeys. We're made for donkeys.
made for donkeys. They're not having a great time.
Go in front. Silverton is about 10 minutes out of Broken Hill, and if you get a chance, definitely worth going to check it out. Mad Max was filmed here. There is a bunch of memorabilia, like the Volkswagen Beetle with the huge motor sticking out. Weird and wonderful stuff like that all through the town, including a Mad Max 2 museum. Decided we'd head up to the museum and check it out. This is a really cool shot to show you what I mean. Like, literally like a town straight out of the 1800s with the contrast of the wind farm in the background. It's just such a bizarre spot. Stuff like that all through the town, including a Mad Max 2 museum, which I was actually not allowed to film inside of, but around the back they let you film some of the old props and whatnot, film equipment they use to make the movies. Yeah, all in all pretty cool, and yeah, highly recommend going to check this spot out. There's a bunch of historical buildings like the churches and whatnot in town, but on the outskirts there's some extremely old houses that still stand out in the desert. So I thought we'd go take a quick look at them as well. These little houses are all littered everywhere, and we're just driving around. Truly does feel like you are in outback Australia here. You can see forever. It is just so flat and barren. Time to hit that highway. Only another 20 hours or so to go. Ah, wish us luck.